Hey, and welcome to another Watercolor Wednesday. We're gonna allow we're gonna allow Facebook to let everybody know that we're here. I am a little early, but if you're catching this on the replay, we are gonna go over the new Daniel Smith Gouache paint. I'm super stoked about this episode. And then I want to show you something that I'm working on. But we've got the new Daniel Smith gouaches here. And let me grab my board. Bum, bum, bum. And in case if some of you want me to actually, paint some of these out, there might be some colors you want to see. But here's the deal. Like, Daniel Smith has been making these gouache. Okay, for example, so we have Persian blue. That is a watercolor, right? Cobalt teal blue. That is also a watercolor. It's in the same size tube, but here's the difference. You can see right there it says gouache. Okay? And so what I want to do is we're going to look at the new colors. Some of these are in the stores, some of them are not in the stores. It just depends on where you live. If you live in a bigger city, they might have got there this week. I just got them in the mail. Over here is my colors from last year. Okay, and so the colors that I've been painting with last year, have been colors like permanent green. Let's get this laid out. All right, aren't we looking professional? So permanent green is a color we've been using this last year. And then we've got pyro orange. And of course, if you like pyro orange, you gotta have the pyro red, right? So we have Hansa Yellow Deep. These are like basic colors that you need often. And you all know when I paint with watercolor, I love to have lavender, right? And so here's Wisteria. Of course, you gotta have the titanium white. Here we got spring green, cobalt blue, ultramarine blue, and yes, I've been using these all year. We've got the burnt umber, raw sienna, burnt sienna, lamp black. So lamp black, Daniel Smith has more blacks this year around. So I can see your comments. So if you want to ask questions, please feel free. Let me know who's on here. We got quinacridone magenta. This one, cascade green. You gotta have a cascade green if you're gonna work in gouache. Why would you want gouache? Here we got yellow ochre. Well, they used to use gouache for when they were making the movie posters. Like the good old pan-painted movie posters. They would photograph really well. So you got Hansa Yellow Deep, Hansa Yellow Light, and Hansa Yellow Medium. The thing about these Daniel Smith colors is they don't lighten or darken, okay? I wish I had my sample sketchbook. For some reason, I guess I left it in the car. I apologize. You can watch some of the back issues. And then here is the buff titanium. These are the colors that Daniel Smith came out with last year. Now, don't worry, none of them got discontinued. Oh, one more. Pyro Scarlet, okay? And they do have a basic set where it comes with 4 primaries, or 3 primaries and 1 white. If you want to just try it, they've had now those. So I'm going to put those back in my little container. So this is my little organizer that I have all my paints in. And it goes in its little shelf. You might have saw, you know, old grandpa's or dad's little toolbox you keep nuts and screws. That's kind of like what this thing is. And so there's my gouache. Now check it out. Here are the new 72 gouaches, okay? And so what's wonderful about these is you now have more paint to work with here, okay? And let's go through them. Let's start with maybe like the yellows, okay? So now we've got Indian yellow here. We've got cadmium yellow hue, medium hue. So why does it say hue? It says hue because they took they actually took the metal. They took the metal out of here. So it's not a student brand. And this is a safe cadmium color to use. Another yellow is lemon yellow. Pretty cool, right? And then we've got cadmium yellow light. So last year we had all the Hanzas. Now we have the cadmiums, okay? Moving into, this was a new color in watercolor for Daniel Smith. Now it's in the gouache. So if you haven't tried this one yet in watercolor, you could get your hands on that. Orange, let's move into the oranges. Cadmium orange hue. Very, very beautiful. There are some iridescents too I'm super stoked to talk about. Cadmium red medium hue. Alright, look at there. Daniel Smith's famous opera pink. Check that out. I hope you got pencil and paper to write these down. Carmine. This is a Joseph Zavilkovich tube he used to use back in the day. Carmine. And I asked him about that when he was out here just a month ago. And he said, you know, he was limited in tubes of color back then. Now he tries other different colors. A Limson Crimson, that's a good one to have. And then you have a permanent Limson Crimson, okay? The difference between a Limson Crimson and permanent Limson Crimson is the light fastness. Now, I don't have time to share all these wonderful tubes and talk about light fastness, but write that off to the side and let's talk about light fastness another time. Basically, this one's not gonna fade. It's gonna last a lot longer for you, okay? All right, moving into the purpley colors. We've got quinacridone purple. Let me slide these over. All right, check that out. Quinacridone purple. And then, man, we've got, oh, you know my favorite right there. Moon Glow. And I'm already using it. I'm already going to town with the Moon Glow. I'm going to show you. Oh, this one, we're not really ready for it, but there's an Anthem Blue. Some of you really like this color, in Anthem Blue. We're not good. Oh, no, we can't have that one yet. No, we're not ready for the blues. Oh my goodness, there's so many colors here. We've already done the titanium white. What's this one? Oh, the oxides. We've got yellow iron oxide. This is environmental friendly. You can get this in watercolor too. I'm gonna set that one there because right here we've got the red iron oxide. So environmental friendly. This doesn't have metals either. If you used to paint oils, this is a color that you're used to. Here we got the brown iron oxide. Again, environmental friendly. It's good. But that doesn't mean you're still not allowed to eat it, okay? All right, what else we got here? Oh, Viridian red. That's gotta go in here somewhere, right? I just dumped them all out on us. Look at this color. Ooh, that is a musket. This is such a tasty red. Now, I wouldn't mix this one with a lot of colors. This color is just ready to go right out of the tube. Okay. Bum, bum, bum. That's gotta go in here somewhere, right? There's some permatex in here too. Look at that. Just like this ring here is made out of tiger's eye, and this is lapis. This is made out of piedmontite and bloodstone, genuine. There's more to come, friends. We have barely scratched the surface. I'm looking for, where are you? Oh yeah, look at this violet. Carbaz violet. I just butchered that. I'm sorry. Oh my gosh, that was a mouthful. I'm gonna put that one over here because that's really close to that quin. Oh my gosh, cobalt teal blue. I used this in a painting. Check it out. You are the first to see. Look at this. I am going to a show tonight where we got painted skateboard decks. I'm in a show tonight, and this is our good friend Luigi from Super Mario. And he's here in San Diego. And this is a colossal figure that has been done in the gouaches. The gouaches that you are seeing right now are on here. And check it out. There is the moon glow. Moon glow, lavender, sap greens. Look at this. Pyro red. Woo! Good times. So that did really, really well. I thought I was going to have to put down the watercolor ground, but I didn't have to. What else we got here? Cerulean blue. That's a must-have, right? Let's put the blues over here. We're getting into some blues. All right, here we got the cerulean blue, cerulean chromium blue. Putting those blues there. What else we got? Persian blue. I already did Persian blue. Oh no, we were just talking in general. So we got Persian blue. Some of you love that color. That color goes a long way. There are some pearlescents. We're not going to get into those yet because we're still looking for blues. There we go. Phthalo blue. GS. Doesn't mean Gabriel Stockton. It means green shade. GS. Green shade. So this one is a blue that goes towards green on the color wheel. All right, what else we got here? Well, we're moving into the greens, I guess. We got phthalo green, blue shade. That's right. BS, blue shade. And then we got phthalo blue turquoise. That's a really great color to get your hands on. That color is going to be so rich. Olive green, you know that's one of my favorites in watercolor. I'm stoked to have it in gouache. Sap green, come on. Some good old sap green. That is like a standard color. Oh, we got a blue that snuck past us. Look at this, King's Royal Blue. This color came out last year with Daniel Smith in watercolors. Hey, thanks for the thumbs up, yo. And do we have any questions yet? Let me take a look at the chat. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you guys are being so shy. Right on. Alright, so we got raw umber. That's a nice traditional color that we need in our palette. Right here we got Van Dyke Brown. I haven't used this color since I lived out in Utah. One of my instructors loved this color so much. Alright, check it out. We've got another permatech. See that P? That means permatech. So this is a stone, hematite, genuine. See, it has the genuine. So you can get those in watercolor, and you can get them also. We're gonna put that cobalt teal blue right there. What else we got here? We got sepia. That's a color you definitely need if you're working on a wonderful painting that is maybe a commission, portrait, yeah. And then you got some old photos. Look, I'm gonna just move this forward if my table will let me. Not quite sure what I'm stuck on. There we go. Now we've got to move into some signatured colors and some blacks. And we're gonna then look at some wonderful other colors that you would be so surprised. Next we have is Jane's Black. This is her red green, so RG, that is red green. Okay, Jane's Black there. We've also got the other Jane's Black. This is the BO, the B orange, all right? So put that one right there. Now we have the Jane's Gray. Jane came up with this gray because she would go over to England, and the gray was a lot different than where she lives. All right, and then next up we've got neutral tint. Come on, I use this color so much for watercolor. I definitely need it for these. Payne's Gray. Now, straight from the tube, I'm totally down. To mixing into my other colors, not so much. Ivory Black, okay? So last year, the only black that we had for the gouache was, come on. Don't be shy, get out of here. He's here. I should have it memorized because I used it all year. So we got the ivory. Here he is. Lamp Black. So we had this black for last year. Now we have Ivory Black. And we have two other signatured colors by the well-known Alvaro Casanet. We got his Alvaro Fresco Gray and Alvaro Caliente Gray. Warm gray, cool gray. Okay? Warm gray, cool gray. The next and final is, check it out, drum roll please, pearlescence. Come on. We've got pearlescent white. We've got iridescent moonstone. This is by far one of my favorite colors. For it to be opaque now, I'm super stoked. Now, this is on my dot card, this Aztec gold, but now to have it opaque sounds very encouraging to get creative with Aztec gold gouache. All right, we've got iridescent copper. This is great for specialty things, yeah? And then we got iridescent sunstone. Come on. This is not copper, yo. This is a lot different, okay? One's a little more redder. Then we've got iridescent gold. This is not Aztec gold. See that? See the difference? Bum, bum, bum. Then, of course, iridescent electric blue. Now, this color came out last year for watercolor. Now we have it for gouache. There's so much. Now, duochrome. Who knows about duochrome? Let me know if you know about duochromes. I won't have to spend just... Well, let's do that. We will do just a thing just on duochromes and light fastness, okay? We will definitely... So let me zoom out and you can see all of the colors that Daniel Smith has coming out for you this month for all your awesome needs. Moving into 2024, you've got all of these wonderful choices. How many are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, I'm not going to count them all. You probably already know. And so, 72. All right, 74. So, I'm super stoked for you guys because guess what? Now you can create some amazing works. I will show you next week, okay, on what I created with some of these new colors. But just for fun, you can appreciate this wonderful skateboard deck that goes up tonight in tonight's show for $150. This skateboard deck is going up for sale at this one night show. Deck the halls at the Basic Pizza. Anyway, that's all I got for you today. Today's uber short. I wish there were some more questions, but it's all good. I hope you all are doing well. We got Christmas coming up. If there's one thing I would just suggest is that you go to the Cheap Joe's website and sign up for the class. There is one thing that's available. If you want, I can send you one of these. It is the Santa Claus in the Balboa Park. This was a commission. These are going for $20. And if you buy them, I will just have to add maybe like $2 or $3 for shipping. And we've got the Christmas card here. I can probably get these to you in the mail ASAP so you can send them out to people. They make a great thank you. They come with a letter. And then last thing is you can message me about this print. Now, we got a new print coming out of the Hotel Del, but this one is available now. Just message me and I will give you the details on how to get these. This has been selling this whole month. People have been buying this for a gift. Both of these make a great gift. If you lived here in San Diego or you knew someone that used to live here in San Diego, you can get this to them. Or I can ship it to them directly with a little note from you. Well, anyhow, I'll come on the camera real quick. Bum, bum, bum. Well, I hope that you appreciated getting to see the new gouache. And we were going to cover some of these things. Artie Ross says, I didn't... where'd it go? I didn't realize there were so many gouache colors. I've never known how to paint with them. Well, we've done that a few times here, and I've also painted with watercolor and gouache for my Daniel Smith demo recently. So you can watch that if you go to their website at danielsmith.com. We've got some new paintings on the wall here in the studio. Look at that. We've got that lovely painting there of here in the park. And then up there we've got two other wonderful paintings. And over my shoulder, if it's going to let me show you, we have this one. Right there, that is the new carousel painting. And right there we've got a nice little barn painting. So if you're in town, come stop by and say hello. I just got a super rad, okay, I'm gonna brag just a little bit. This is a big deal. I got an email last night, actually 3 emails. The first one from Western Fed Watercolor Society. There was 875 entries, and I opened the first mail, and the email said, Gabriel, your painting was not selected. The juror had a really hard time and had to pick 80. Then I opened the second email and said, Gabriel Stockton, sorry to notify you, but your painting did not get chosen. There were 875 paintings, and only 8 were chosen. And they was like, all right, here we go. I thought for sure, I dreamt that I was going to be in this show. And I opened up that third email, and it was so cool. Like, now with like emails, if it says congratulations, it does this like fireworks. And sure enough, we got a painting in the Western Fed Watercolor Society show. Only 80 were in, so I'm pretty impressed, and I'm very grateful for the juror that had to go through 875 entries. And wow, what a hard job. And you all saw the painting. It was one of my barn paintings that had beautiful dappled lighting on it, and it had 2 guys talking it up when they should probably have been working on the farm. So super stoked about that. Is it in a specific category? Yes, Doc Day. It's a watercolor show, and so what it is it's a if you belong to, there's like a good handful of galleries like the San Diego Watercolor Society and Idaho Watercolor Society and Arizona, and oh my gosh, there's a couple few of them. So they if you belong to there, you get to enter this show, and I have entered this show over and over and over. I thought for sure I would have got in last year. So this year, I really think the reason why I got in for me is I've been learning about this subject and really pressing in hard, and the color that I mixed for that barn was just blew my mind. I just stood there and go, I mixed that red, and the granulation with it was but I'm curious to see what the juror says about why they chose it. I will tell you more. I will definitely make a post and we'll talk more about it as I find out more about it, but I just found out, and so woohoo! All right, anyhow, enough about me bragging. I just feel so blessed. This 2023 had so many open doors, so many. Thank you so much, Ross. I appreciate you congratulating me on that. It's a big deal. It's a big deal to get into this show. And you know, you'll get there too. You just gotta go through those rejection letters. It's hard. Oh my gosh, I'm the worst when it comes to rejection letters. But you appreciate when you do get that acceptance letter. But anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you coming to Watercolor Wednesday. I know this is only a half an hour episode, but we're here in the studio, and I'm so glad that the The internet's working. Yeah. So I got the new glasses. Yes. And yeah, they're nice little glasses. They're actually prescription perspectives or something. So they're not old school where they break like that or whatever. And I was using readers and I found out that this eye needs a little more strength. Anyway, it's fun getting old, right? Well, it feels good to be on cloud nine, and it feels good to paint some other fun, wonderful things, such as this. I hope that these things encourage you. That's why I do these. And yeah, hopefully you can rewatch this video and figure out which gouache you want to get your hands on. I'm going to definitely paint them out. I'm going to make me a little cheat sheet. Because these aren't necessarily true. They're close, but this is ink, right? These are printed in ink. But they get pretty darn close. But I'm gonna swatch them out, and I'll be posting that maybe here in my little posts. Well, anyways, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna show you this awesome view out the studio doors. Take a look. Isn't that beautiful? And to the left we have Deb's wonderful paintings and Linda's gorgeous jewelry. And then over there we got Rosario's amazing gourds and sculptures that probably should be along in a museum. Anyways, look at that lighting. Look at those cool tiles. Can't believe I get to live this life. I am so grateful. Have a wonderful day. Take care. See you guys. Bye-bye. And next week, we'll be back here again.